Hi, my name's Venus O'Hara and welcome to another video. The other day someone wrote to me and asked me, can you make a video about how to touch a woman? And I thought, what a great topic. So here it is. But of course, every woman is different. So I'm talking from my own experience here. But what I think the most important thing I think is consent, obviously, and desire. Because obviously the more you desire someone, the more electric their caresses are. Oh my God. I wrote an article years ago, or I've quoted many times, and I believe that good sex is 90% down to the energy between the participants and 10% down to technique. So I really believe that the energy and that emotion that happens between two people is more important than technique. And that goes for caresses as well as sex. But of course, technique is still important. So let me share with you some tips or some things that I really like. So starting off with the erogenous zones. Well, I guess if you're in public and the other person is okay with you touching them in public, it's nice to have a little caress on the nape of the neck. That's a very, very erotic area, especially if someone's wearing their hair down, like to grab their hair and lift it, and you get that kind of you feel this cold breeze against your nape, and it's like, oh my God. Or even someone's warm breath and just caress it with your finger. That can be highly erotic. And also the ears, the earlobes, the neck, and then going down the body. I think the wrist can be very, very erotic. I'm talking about light caresses here, or even slightly tickling. I wrote in an article once that you should touch a woman with the same delicate manner you would touch the screen of your smartphone or your iPad, like, you know, as you do. And not like in a prodding way that you would touch the escape key if your computer crashes, you know, if you're really angry. Because I found in my experience, unfortunately, a lot of times when I've been touched intimately, I've not really enjoyed it. I found that guys have mainly just found the clitoris and just like, oh, I found it, and really rubbed it hard. Now, sometimes I've not really known how to communicate what I really want, so that's why I wanted to make this video as well. It's only more recently in my life that I've been able to communicate what I like and then really relax and enjoy being touched, because it really is so important, not just for foreplay but also after sex, and even you don't always have to have penetrative sex. I think caresses are just amazing. Anyway, going back to erogenous zones, well, any part of your body really can feel great if the right person is touching it or that part. So the whole of all of the back, behind the knees, the ankles are very erogenous, and not everyone can take being touched on their feet. But if you can get over being tickled, then it just can feel so incredible. Personally, I love it. I love meeting someone for coffee, for example, and then wearing ballerina pumps with no socks, and then if someone just traces their finger in the arch of my foot, it just feels incredible. Wow. So more things. And then if you're in an intimate situation and you're getting naked, I think it can always be a good idea to offer someone a neck massage or a back massage. It's just really erotic especially the first time when you're with someone, when you're lying face down and then you get the back massage and someone opens your bra slowly. It's like, oh, so sensual, so incredible. So who doesn't like a good massage? And what else? And then if you turn over, the breasts. Well, there's many ways to touch breasts. I think most people would like knead them like dough, but sometimes it can be a little bit painful or sensitive depending on where you are with your cycle. But I remember when I received a tantric massage last year, or in the last couple of years, I've received several tantric massages, and there have been a few caresses that I remember, and I thought, oh my God, no one has done this to me before, and it feels amazing. And I remember with the breast, for example, people, the masseur was like touching me like this, without actually touching. It's almost as if they were kind of outlining a bra, and it feels incredible, even on the nipple where there was no contact with the nipple. But it's like, if it feels like you're gonna get there, it's like, wow, touch me, touch me. It's just really, really amazing. And what else? And then how else? Well, nipples as well. There's lots of ways to touch nipples. You can lick them, like flick your tongue against them, or with your fingertip. I really think it's good to use more this part of the finger than this part. I think there are times when you can get away with a bit of nail and a bit of tickling, but in general, if you apply more pressure, you can apply more pressure with this part of the finger, and it doesn't become painful in any way. Because I remember it's more painful this type, I don't know, with a nail and stuff. I don't know, I think it's a good tip to use the fingertip. And then, oh yeah, I've made this really terrible drawing. Sorry for this. I used to be good at art, but this is just terrible. And also, when I was talking about the tantric massage, they did exactly the same thing with the vulva. So, because I think it's nice if you're in an intimate situation where someone doesn't just go directly for the vagina or the vulva, or the clitoris, I mean. I think the vulva is so ignored in sex, and it's an incredibly sensitive area. And I think if you gently caress the sides of the labia, or really play with the labia, it can be really, really, really erotic. And remember, the clitoris is not just the gland, it's actually much bigger than that. It's actually inside the labia. So if you're playing more with the inner clitoris indirectly, it can be very arousing. So that's one of my biggest complaints, I think, in sex. I think the vulva is ignored, and I think it's such an amazing, or such a sensitive body part. And then with the vagina, well, the vagina, well, you've got clitoris. Let's start with the clitoris. I think it depends on the moment a lot of the time. Some people like direct stimulation or indirect stimulation. But if you're in doubt, I would ask for guidance in that situation, or you can always ask your partner to put their hand on top of your hand and then let them show you what they like. Because I wouldn't even want to say, like, for me, I mean, it's very complicated. I have a very strange clitoris. I wouldn't even start to tell you how to touch a clitoris. But going inside the vagina, if you want to touch the G-spot, I would wait until a woman is already excited and lubricated, and what you can do is you put the finger in, and it's like a come hither motion, and then you can move it around a little bit. But what I really love is the A spot, which is deeper inside the vagina, and it might require a longer finger. And so you can just like experiment really and see what the reaction is. And instead of thrusting, it's better to kind of move your wrist around in circles once you've found the hot spot. And I don't know, for me that is just like, oh my God. Well, obviously after all of the previous caresses and a big warm up with someone I really like, and with lots of desire, and someone I want to touch as well. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this video, and if you have any ideas about how to touch a woman, or if you disagree or want to add any tips, then leave a comment below. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this video, and thanks for watching.